We liked the deer. There's one called Einstein. He had a funny face. It was kind of,
like,
he had
tag
a
on
little
his ear.
facial deformity.
Yeah.
And he was the best. He was really the star of the show.
Hi, I'm Elle. You're watching Enemy, and I'm here with Disq today. How are you?
Good.
Doing great.
You two have known each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
Since childhood.
Probably
Basically,
since birth.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like that gives you an edge because you know each other so well?
I think in a way, but it's also, I don't know. I think we have just as many problems as any other band, probably, I think we kind of have an understanding, though, something that we've talked about before, that, like, we're not the most, like, extremely compatible people, but we get what's going on at least.
Balance each other out.
And have you seen each other go through any embarrassing phrases growing up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. All of the embarrassing phases.
Yeah.
I remember specifically there was about a year where you were quite often wearing like a Cookie Monster snapback.
I actually
That's not really embarrassing. That's
I just
pretty cool.
owned it. I was, there's a picture of you in the Cookie Monster hat. Yeah, no, man, Green Day phase, it's
All kinds of
everything.
stuff. Crop top phase for me.
All right, yeah, that was a big one.
Mesh crop top phase.
Yeah. Green Day played a role in you forming a band together, right?
Oh, yeah, well.
Jesus of Suburbia.
Oh, yes, that was a.
Yeah, a role of sorts. It played sort of a role for sure. And
We
us
also, our first other band that we were in, the first song that we ever learned was, I think it was like maybe Welcome to Paradise or something like that.
Totally.
Yeah. And you grew up in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like in Madison? How was it growing up there?
Well, I don't know. It's like a kind of mid-size city, so there's like, it doesn't feel like small towny at all, but there's not big city stuff there either. It's a really good music scene, and it's like a pretty kind of artsy, like liberal place.
Yeah.
So it's pretty supportive of kind of artistic endeavors.
Yeah.
And sort of being from a smaller city in the Midwest, do you think that's played an important role in your band's story?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's like I think there were like a lot less. Not that there's like not cool music or anything in Madison, but I feel like there's much less of like a defined sound. Like a lot of like bigger cities like kind of have scenes where like a lot of the bands have like a kind of similar sound and stuff. But I feel like, I don't know, there's like a lot of kind of freedom to do whatever in Madison, where it's like there's not a ton of influence.
And also I feel like if you don't live in like a big like cultural hub like LA or something like that, and there isn't like, I don't know, you didn't grow up with like your friends and friends of friends, like whatever, in the industry, it's like you're not driven by that at all.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
expectation that you're gonna make a career out of it. You're only doing it like for personal enjoyment or for the art of it.
Yeah, sure. And is it right that you and some of the other members of the band have competed against each other before in Battle of the Band?
Yeah, we were just
We were
talking
just
about
talking
that.
about this, yeah. Isaac and I lost
Yeah,
against our drummer and
we.
guitar player.
It was
Shannon.
they deserved to win.
Yeah,
They were better.
yeah. And they did originals and we did like a John Mayer cover. So.
We didn't do any John Mayer covers, but it was kind of a John Mayer style performance.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's an embarrassing phase.
There you go. So there's no sort of lingering bitterness or rivalry about what went
Definitely
down?
not.
No.
This was quite a while ago, yeah, no, it's all love now.
It's
We
all
we
love.
love their that band also is really good, and we were like both big fans kind of before they were in the band anyway. So
Yeah. And then those two have been in that band also since
Yeah.
like elementary school together.
yeah, they're also kind of lifelong friend
Yeah.
types.
And you have a new record coming out in March.
We do.
I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about the sort of process of making that album and
Yeah.
the ideas behind it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a kind of interesting process because we started it quite a while ago, kind of before we had even put out anything. We had like a little mini album that we self-released, but we'd been working on a lot of these songs for quite a while, and most of them, like, I recorded either at my house or we recorded some at Raina's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of started trying to figure out how to flesh it out a bit more into an album, and having the new guys in the band recently, and like within the last year or two, we kind of started really trusting them and like their musical sensibilities and stuff, and so we decided to kind of bring in some songs from those guys also. So there's Shannon and Logan, each of our other guitar players, sing a song or wrote songs on the record. But yeah, like, it's mostly recorded at my house, and then we took all the songs out to LA to work on them with Rob Schnapf, and that was kind of like, we did some drums, we recorded 1 or 2 full songs out there with him, and we redid all the vocals, added some other elements, and he kind of put his little touches on it. And I think also everybody else in the band, because like, we'd been working on the songs, a lot of the songs, just the 2 of us for quite a while, and there's like a lot of stuff that I just worked on myself. So it was nice for all 5 of us to be in the studio, and kind of everybody could contribute and like put ideas in and stuff.
And Rob Schnapf has produced some incredible albums.
Yeah.
That must have been like great working with him.
Yeah, it was wacky.
It was pretty awesome. I remember I got like the email. I was like in Utah in the canyons. I was like trying to like load the full email, but I saw the subject line. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very exciting.
That was amazing.
It was a really, really great time working with him. He's awesome. He has an adorable dog. named
Yeah, that's
Poppy.
true.
I was just going to ask you about Pappy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He commented on our album announcement post.
Yeah.
He has his own Instagram. He's a wonderful, he's a great little dog. He has a lot of personality, and he stares at you. He has songs, Rob's recorded songs of Poppy barking, and then he played the songs for Poppy, and then Poppy was like barking along with the songs.
Yeah. Is Pappy a fan of Discs?
I'm sure.
Hopefully. Poppy
He's-
just always comments like, fruff.
Yeah,
That's
he
Poppy's
does
main
pretty
comment.
much only ever say fruff.
Hard to know,
But,
but hopefully.
He spent a lot of quality time with us, so.
On the cover of Collector, you're with some goats.
They're deer, actually.
Oh, they're deer. Where did you find them?
There's this place in Wisconsin called the Wisconsin Dells, which is the water park capital of the world. There's the most water parks there, and I think in any city.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of tourist attractions, and one of them is a deer park, where you get to go feed the deer rye crackers. We like the deer. There's one called Einstein. He had a funny face. It was kind
little,
of
like,
he had
tag
a
on
little
his ear?
facial deformity,
Yeah.
and he was the best. He was really the star of the show.
He's on the cover. You can try and pick out Einstein. It's a fun little Easter egg.
On the record, you talk a lot about topics like mundane, everyday routine and loneliness and disenchantment. And I was wondering, do you think that now, especially in the present day, it's a particularly challenging time to be a young person, sort of trying to find your feet in the world?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to
Yeah.
compare to any other time because we don't know, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I think it really kind of informed it a lot.
Definitely a very specific set of problems.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like I don't know. Yeah, all the songs pretty much are about like just struggles that we all kind of go through in our lives and stuff like that. So it's all, I don't know. There's not much like conceptual writing on the album. It's all very kind of,
Yeah.
this is what's happening to whoever singing the song or.
Yeah, from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And back in 2016, I believe it was, you put out Disc 1 on Bandcamp, which you called a mini album earlier. And this one is sort of your first full length with a label.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, which album do you consider to be your debut album proper, if that makes sense?
We definitely consider this one, Collector, to be like the real debut, because the first one, it's like definitely still proud of it, and like happy about how it came out and happy that it's in the world and stuff, but it's just like not where we are as a band kind of right now.
And what do you sort of hope that people take away from your album after listening to it, if anything?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like people can find something that they can relate to, you know. I guess especially like people of our generation. I also just want people to think that it sounds cool. That's like a big driving force for me.
Yeah, I think with the writing being quite personal versus like political or something else, it's definitely like what I'm hoping for is just like that it resonates with people, that it's moving.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's nice when you hear from somebody that they can like relate to it.
Yeah. Well, I will look out for Einstein on the cover.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Thanks for coming down to chat to us today.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
No worries.